And you go by Joe or Joe?
Joe.
Joe? Okay. Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna be sure. I'm just gonna close this for privacy.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
I'm just, I got all sorts of emotions and.
yeah, I know there's a lot going on, and we're gonna talk for a while before we
Okay.
get into this, okay? And try
Okay.
to help you explain all this to you and you know, and with Joe, I know he told you, but I'm Ronnie Palmer, I'm a special agent with TBI.
Okay.
And, you know, first off, Joe, we're sorry for all this is going on, and you know, as you've seen, there's a lot of people out there trying to help find, and y'all call him Little Joe?
Baby Joe, Joe, Little Joe, just,
Okay.
it just depends on, our mood sometimes. Like, hey, Baby Joe, come here. Or, hey, Little Joe. Or, hey, Joe, Joe.
Okay.
So,
Well, since you're Joe, I've heard a lot of people call him Little Joe. Is it okay if we refer to him as Little Joe? You'll know what I'm talking about then, right? Okay. Okay. All right. I've got, as we're talking, Joe, you'll see me filling out paperwork and stuff like that, and just try to ignore that because I've got to do reports and stuff like that. So don't think you've done or said something wrong, Joe. But have you gotten any rest at all?
well, I got some last night. The last 2 days, not really.
Just been up going?
Yeah, I was running on adrenaline and caffeine most of the time, trying to figure out, what happened. And my mom came down from Arkansas, and she's like, I'll stay up in the living room and get you guys up in case, anything comes up. So when I went to sleep, I was out. I didn't wake up at all. So then when I did wake up, I felt, a little better, and I felt hopeless most of the day yesterday.
Yeah.
And I felt I'm gonna be honest, I'm a nervous person. So there's a lot of stuff that is making me extremely nervous recently, like the fact that why would he do what he did.
You're talking about Little Joe running out or leaving the house.
Yeah, and people finding different things and different clues, and it's making me really nervous. Like, can they just please find him?
Yeah.
I just want to hear hey, they found footsteps or
something.
Yeah, or just something to let us know that he's still out there.
Okay.
So
yeah. Well, Joe, I've been in law enforcement. If I make it till next week, I'll have 30 years in law enforcement. So I've been doing this a long time. I worked with a local agency for 21 years, and I've been with TBI for about 9 years now. So I've worked a lot of cases and helped a lot of people, worked a lot of missing child cases like this too, especially since I've been with TBI. And our job is just trying to find out everything we can about what's going on. Okay.
Right. Because I've been honest to everybody as much as possible. Like, I've tried to tell them, what I did when I woke up in the morning.
And I know there may be some little things that you don't exactly remember. It's okay. The questions, Joe, which the reason you're here is this, of course, Little Joe is missing, and he's been missing. This is the third day?
Yeah, this is starting day 3.
Wednesday morning. Yeah, and then Thursday and today's Friday.
Sometime, between 1 and 5:30, he got out of the house. So
okay.
Just to know that, hey, there's, I feel sad.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Joe, I know we've talked a little bit about the night that Little Joe went missing, but just kind of give me a quick summary of what happened that night. Y'all, I assume y'all ate supper, got home, they got home from school, y'all ate supper, and about what time did it start, I guess, when he went to bed?
He went to bed about 8.
8,
8
okay.
o'clock.
Get them in early.
Yeah, and I got up at 10. I went to bed at 10. We woken up about 11:30. He had peed on the floor. But I just put him back in the bed. He went back to sleep, and then I went to sleep. And now I didn't feel my wife get up. Well, she got up during the night to check on him, and she still was there. I got up that morning. I got his clothes and Alex's clothes. I went back there put the coffee table was moved. And I was thinking, okay, maybe he got up in the night and was playing with his toys or something like that. So I put the clothes on the table. I went in there and he was gone. He wasn't in the bed. I took the door, the lock was on the door, it was nowhere to be found. So I woke Crystal up, I woke Alex up, I woke my aunt up as well, but she just went back to sleep. Crystal got dressed, I got dressed. I went outside and looked around for a little bit, my neighbor's yard, to see if he was over there, and I didn't go next door because I looked over there and I didn't see him next door. I went back in the house. Me and Alex went, and I took the car, went down the street a little bit, and turned back around. I got Alex and went around, and then I called my dad and said, hey, I can't find Joe. I called the police about 6:30, between 6:30 and 7, or like you said, 6:30, and then they came out, and I tried to search some more. I went down the road a little bit, and then I kept on going down the road to see if I could find him and see him. But I didn't see him.
Okay. And so you don't have any idea where he's at now?
No.
Okay. And the coffee table moved, would you assume he moved that over there and got the door unlocked?
So what was really weird is where the coffee table was, it wasn't near the door. Normally it would be near the door, because usually that would happen, but it wasn't near the door, it was pushed back. And I thought that was really unusual for something like that to happen. So.
Okay. Would little Joe been able to physically move that table, you think?
It had wheels on it.
Okay, so he could have pushed it over there, unlocked it, is that what you're thinking? He pushed it over there, climbed up, unlocked it, and then pushed it back out of the way to open the door? I mean, would that be tall enough if he stood on that coffee table to reach the lock?
Yes.
Okay. And had he ever tried to do that before or unlock the door?
Crystal told me before, she saw him try to unlock the door. He almost had the key in the lock trying to unlock the door when it was in a chair. I didn't see that, but she said that's what she saw.
Okay.
So, and then in the mornings, I would get him. You really don't think about this kind of stuff, but I would have to kind of wiggle the key into the lock to unlock it. So I think he may have, I think he was watching me how to do that. So.
He could have done that.
Yeah.
Okay. So he, 11:30ish, when he had peed on the floor, all right, and you just put him back in the bed. Y'all don't discipline or spank him or anything like that?
No, we just, I just said, hey, just
Kids thing.
Yeah.
Accidents happen. Right?
Yeah, because, it is, I wasn't worried about that.
So you didn't get mad at him because he peed on the floor? Okay.
No.
All right. And between that time you went back to bed, so you didn't get up until 5:30?
Yeah.
So you didn't leave the house at all until after you found out he was missing, right? Okay. All right. So you didn't hurt little Joe that night, and didn't get mad at him for some reason?
No.
And didn't hurt him or
no,
take him anywhere?
The only thing I said to him was, because we had made homemade pizza, and I said, Joe, you gotta eat your all your pizza before you get cake. And I don't know if that upset him or not, but because he came back and ate it, and then I gave him some cake. He ate the cake, so.
Okay. Well, that was before he went to bed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, middle of the night or after he peed on the floor, you didn't get mad at him, didn't do anything to him?
No.
Accidentally or whatever?
No.
Okay, okay. So you didn't do anything to hurt Joe in any way?
No.
Didn't take him anywhere that night or in the middle of the night? Okay, and you don't know where he's at now, or?
No, I don't know where he's at. I wish I did. I'd be, I was told, when this happened, to not look for him because of the scent. They don't want to lose the scent for the dogs, and I'm scared. So.
Well, and you got a right to be for that.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's a lot of people out there looking for him, trying to help.
Yeah. I really want to find him.
All right, Joe, I'm sorry, we trying to get everything figured out and going, okay?
Hey.
You met Agent Boyd?
Yeah.
Upstairs, good to see you again.
Okay, sorry. Can you grab us that, so he'll have somewhere to sit down, just slide this over here? Well, just hand it to me and I'll set that chair over here.
Yeah, if you want to.
I'll sit right here.
Okay, that's fine. We're trying to get you to move.
I'll tell you what.
Well, that's fine. It's too.
Okay. It'd be easier if we're moving all around.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
You know that you're not telling us the whole truth, okay? Joe, we're not, little Joe was missing and we got help, okay?
Okay.
Joe, you said in the beginning that there was something you said in the beginning that you didn't mean for this to happen. And we're not saying that you did anything intentionally to little Joe,
All right.
but there's no doubt that you know where little Joe's at now.
I don't know where he's at.
Well, listen to me. They've done a lot of phone stuff and with phone records since today and the last couple of days. And there's no doubt somebody's phone went somewhere during that night, okay? And I don't know if it was an accident. Either you or Crystal hurt little Joe or somebody else did, but there's no doubt that something happened to little Joe. And I don't know exactly what, but you do, Joe.
I do not.
Yes, you do. You know where he's at. You know where he's at now, okay? Whether, I don't know, I hope to God that he's still alive. But Joe, help us do this for little Joe. You know, there's no doubt whatsoever, you know where he's at now.
I don't know where he's at.
Yes, you do, Joe. You can't, you're trying, there's hundreds of people out there looking for him.
I don't know where he's at. I really don't. I really don't.
Yeah, well, and you said you kind of let it slip in the beginning that you didn't mean for this to happen.
I didn't know this was going to happen. Like, I seriously did not know that this was going to happen because I woke up that night at 11:30 and he peed in the floor. And then we put him back to bed. And well, I put him back to bed. I went back to sleep. I didn't go anywhere else. I didn't go anywhere else that night.
I believe you when you're saying that about little Joe peeing. I do, I believe that. but it's the stuff after that that I just can't believe. And the reason is, for me to believe that, that means, for you to tell me that, I think you're a better person, okay, than the person that would just say, I don't know what happened after that. Because there are certain things that you've left out in what you've told us. But let me preface that and say before that, I'm talking about an accident. I don't know if it, like Ronnie said, I don't know if it was an accident. But what I do know, okay, is that you know what happened. Now, what that leads me to then do is to figure out, well, what do I think? And there's really only two thoughts I have. That's two ways I can go. Is that something happened with Joe, little Joe, and I'm pretty certain that's him peeing. And I think things probably got out of control. Things you may have lashed out. You may have not. Maybe you didn't realize what all was going on, but you ended up getting into a situation where you had a kind of a lapse of judgment, right? And you next thing you know, you're in a situation where your emotions have taken over and taken control, and you end up hurting little Joe. The other side of this is that you're and this is more of a predatorial person who is seeking out to inflict pain on children. I don't think that's you.
No.
I don't see you as that person, and I never have. I don't want to believe that that's you. But when you leave stuff out and you don't tell me exactly what happened, and you're not honest about it.
I'm being honest,
Joe. But when you're not being honest about what happened throughout that night, and you're leaving stuff out, I have to kind of, that leaves it up to me to choose which one of these I see you and believe in you in. And I don't want to believe that you're that predator, but when you don't tell me what happened, I don't really have a choice. And when other people are going to look in and see from the outside, they're not going to hear your side of the story. They're going to have to choose for themselves. And most of the time, people jump to the worst conclusions, and that's what they're going to go to. They're going to go to this guy who, whether it was little Joe or somebody else, they just want to, that person just wants to inflict pain on children. And I deal with those people all the time, and I see them all the time. I don't see you as that person. I don't want to believe you're that person. What I think is there was a lapse of judgment. There was emotions took control, right? And the situation got out of hand, and you ended up in this, almost this situation where this, little Joe, you end up hurting little Joe.
I didn't hurt little Joe.
And then you guys, maybe you panic. Maybe, I want you to tell me first off, are you that predator?
No.
Are you that person that just looks to try and inflict pain on children?
No.
So what happened, really? What happened that night, that morning?
Okay, I want to tell you exactly what happened, okay?
I want this to be the truth,
And this
Joe. I don't want it to be the same stuff you've been saying before.
Okay.
I want it to be the truth.
I got woke up about 11:30 that night, and he peed on the floor. I went into the bedroom, I saw the pee on the floor, the bathroom light was on. So I said, just go ahead and just go back to sleep. And he laid back and went back in the bed and went down. I went back to the bed and went back to sleep. And sometime during the night, Crystal got up and she went out and checked on him. And then she went back to sleep. I woke up at 5:30, and then...
See, that's when you left stuff out, all right? And you've just done it again, okay? You've left things out. And this is the situation. Now we're kind of getting in the situation where, we're giving you that opportunity to tell us the truth.
I am.
And you keep going back to where you are, and we're taking a step backwards, and we're trying to move forwards. We're trying to bring closure to everybody, right? Not just you guys, the two of you, but your family, the other kids,
Right.
right? Little Joe's siblings. We're trying to bring closure to all of them, and the only way we can do that is by having the truth. And every time we start taking these steps backwards, look, we know you're leaving stuff out and you're omitting things.
I'm not.
We know you are, okay?
I'm not.
I want you to tell me what it is that's being left out.
There's nothing
Is
being
it about
left out.
you or is it about Crystal?
There's nothing being left out.
But there it is, Joe. There is.
I would like to know what it is.
And this is, this is not just, we're not waking up one day saying, hey, let's see if, we can figure this out. This is what we do for a living. This is what we've done for a long time. We've got to overcome those. And until we do that, we can't move forward until we overcome these issues and the issues of you telling us the whole truth and not just omitting things. Because there's a big difference between telling the full truth. Now, and I don't know if anybody's explained to you what lying is. There's what everybody thinks about with lying, right? Everybody thinks of changing the facts. Saying lying, saying the color of this wall is yellow.
Right, which is not.
Right, exactly. That's changing the facts.
Right.
There's also another version of lying, which is called omitting things. That's lying as well, right? If I walk into this room and trip over a cord and I say, well, I walked in the room and then I sat down, well, that's lying too, because I know I've left that out. And that's what I think's happening here. I don't think you're changing facts, but I'm pretty certain that you're leaving stuff out. And so we've got to get past this, okay? We're kind of already there, right? We moved ahead. We know this stuff has been left out. We need to get you to that realization that, of where we are. And that means you telling us the whole truth. And not just the little bits and pieces that, you think, well, if I give them that, they'll think I'm telling them the truth. We want the entire truth. That's what we're not getting at this point.
That's what I'm giving you.
But you're not. You can say you are, but you're not. At the end of the day, you're not. And again, for me to think that for you to tell me that you're not giving me, or that you're giving me the truth, for me to believe that, kind of makes me feel that you think I'm that gullible that I'm going to believe that. And the other side of this, though, that I really want you to understand is that everything up to this point doesn't matter, right? Clean slate. You tell us the truth now, and no one's going to go back, right?
Okay. I remember one thing, okay? I do remember one thing, but I don't. Why? I don't know what happened, okay? I got up, like I said before, the 11:30, right? I got about 11:30, and I went to the bedroom after Alex woke me up.
Who's that?
Technically, it's my stepmom in my dad's bedroom, because that's where they were sleeping at. He had peed on the floor. The bathroom light was on. And I just told him to lay back down in the bed. And then after that, I went to bed. At 2:30, I felt somebody my wife get back in the bed, and the TV was on. I woke up at 5:30, hit the snooze a few times, then I realized that he was gone. After I got his clothes out, I went to the bedroom.
We're getting closer.
I went to the bedroom, their bedroom, got their clothes, went into the living room, set them on the coffee table, went into their bedroom, and he was gone.
See, so we're closer, but we're not quite there, Joe.
I
Okay?
didn't do anything to
We're
Joe.
not quite there. There's a lot that's being left out.
I didn't do anything to Joe,
The
I'm
very
telling you.
important stuff is left out.
We're gonna do Crystal do something to him?
I don't know. Like, my parents have always had this fear that she would do something to him.
Why is that?
Just the way that she that way that they just the things that she's done. Apparently, I haven't seen most of it. The way she treats him apparently, and the way that she does things to him and stuff like that. So I know what I'm saying. I don't know what
Yes,
she
you do,
did.
Joe. Okay, we gotta get past this, okay?
If I do,
Crystal has told you, or you have her carry, or something. One of y'all's phone left that house in the middle of the night and went somewhere, and we got a pretty good idea where.
And Joe, and I'm just saying that, we're not telling you everything, that's just a little bit that we're telling you. There's a lot of stuff, okay? I'm not gonna say, okay, that, because I'm not gonna tell you the things that we already know, because they're things that you already know. So what I need, okay, we're a little bit closer. You've told me that you didn't just go to sleep, right? You remember something else. Somebody got into bed, the TV was on. All right, when little Joe peed, you went into that room, okay? Right?
right.
You went into the room, the bathroom light was on.
Right.
You told him to get back in bed. I want to know what really happened then.
That's
what I want to know.
I didn't beat him.
What really happened.
I did not
Who
beat
else
him.
was there in that room with you?
Alex.
Who is Alex?
Alex is Crystal's son, my stepson.
Okay. So here's the thing. There's a lot of things that aren't matching up. There's a lot of things, the reasons that we're asking you some of these questions are prompted by other stuff. Okay? I'm not going to tell you what those are, because this is your opportunity. This is your opportunity to tell me 100% truth about that night. What I need answers for is all the other stuff. The other stuff that we found that is leading us to ask you these questions, that is putting us in this situation, and there's the reason that I'm talking to you now. I need the answers to those questions. And those questions, the big question mark is what really happened that night. And that's what you're not being honest with us about. You're not being honest from the time that he peed to the time that you say you realized he was gone. They're not getting 100% honesty there.
I'm telling you.
But you're not, okay? And again, when you keep telling me that, and it's kind of a little offensive to me.
I just want Val.
Listen, Joe. One thing, there is no way on God's green earth that little Joe climbed up on something and will unlock that lock, okay? He didn't do that.
This is a chance, okay? I know you want to make all this right. I know you do. I see that in you. I see that you're a good person.
We know that you're good.
I see that you're a good person.
I did not think about it.
But you have to continue to tell us. You have to tell us the truth.
I don't know if someone let him out.
I'm not concerned about letting him out. I want to know the whole story.
I'm telling you what I know, what I saw when I was there.
I want you to tell me everything you did, everything you saw, because you're not. I've seen, okay?
I didn't have to tell you everything.
Listen, that's not the truth, Joe. That's not the truth. And you can say it over and over and over, and it doesn't make it the truth. You know what the truth is, okay? I need to know exactly what happened that night. I need to know what happened between you and Joe, you and little Joe, and what you saw. I'm not going to think anything of you. I think you're a good person. I see that in you. I want you to be that good person. And I want you to tell me the truth. I want you to be the good person that I see in you. The only way to be that good person is to make it right here, right now. Okay? Clean slate. Clean slate. Blank slate. We can start all over. But I can't do that unless you tell me the truth.
Where is that?
I need you to tell me the truth. what actually happened?
I don't
What
know.
truly, but you do know. You do know. I know you know, Ronnie knows you know.
Deborah's fine with Joe.
I don't know where he's at.
Yes, you do, Joe.
I do not.
We know you love him, and if you love him, you
I
tell
don't
us.
know where he's at,
Yes,
okay?
you do.
No, I don't. If I,
Joe, again, you keep saying that to me, and it's like, you think I'm gonna suddenly just believe it all of a sudden, and just dismiss everything else that I know in this, okay? That's not gonna happen. Okay, I'm not just gonna all of a sudden say, okay, you can't change, you can't go back and change things. As much as I think you probably would want to. I think you would probably do it, I know you would do things differently. I know you would.
I'm gonna tell you right now, okay? I didn't, my fear, okay, was that something like this would happen, okay? That he would escape,
Okay,
okay? Now, when, I know they've got the lock, and they probably already ran their prints on it. So, which, I know my one probably found the key, but I didn't know where the padlock was. I moved the key a little bit, but I did not let him escape the house.
I'm not here because someone escaped the house.
They were trying to find a boy.
I'm here to find the truth of what happened to that boy. The searchers are out there to find the boy. I'm here to get the truth of what happened to little Joe.
Which phone was the one that left the house?
I'm here to get the truth of what happened to little Joe. I'm not answering questions. I'm not giving you the answers. I'm not putting things in your head. I'm not going to tell you what it is that I know, what I don't know, because you already know the answers to those questions. You already know.
I've told you the truth.
Again,
What happened
but
is the truth.
you have not, Joe.
Yes, I have.
But you have not. There's a lot of stuff you have not told us.
I did not.
And we cannot go forward.
I did not.
Again, now we're taking those steps back, okay? We're taking those steps back. And the longer we sit here and take those steps back, the longer it's gonna be before we really get closure and find little Joe and start healing. That's, when I say closure, that's what we wanna do, everybody. Everybody just needs to start healing.
All right.
And in order to do that, the only thing that can start that process is being completely truthful.
Now, I take medicine for my bipolar disorder. So
Okay.
I'm telling you some relevant information, okay?
All right, tell me.
Okay. I take that medicine usually an hour before I go to bed. I took it about 9 o'clock that night because my goal was to get to bed at 10, get them up at 5:30, and get them on the bus at 6:25, 6 o'clock, something like that. 11:32, I believe, 11:32, somewhere between 11:30 and 11:40, I got woke up by Alex. Alex told me that Joe had peed on the floor. I went in there and I told Alex, don't worry about it, we'll just put him back.
See, those weren't the words that you used. That's not what you told Alex.
I told him not to worry about
I
it.
need the truth.
I told him not to worry about it.
So, tell me the truth. Tell me exactly what you told Alex.
To go back to bed.
Tell me the exact words that you used. You know what
It's
they
hard
were,
for me to remember because of the medication that I take.
but you remember. You do. I know you do.
I told him,
I do understand some of that medication, okay? And I know that does not affect your memory. And
I know that.
I know those were not to that degree. I know that those were not the words that you used. And I know that you know what those are. And let's start there.
Okay.
Let that be the biggest step.
okay,
Okay? Let you tell me that.
I went in there. And I'm trying to remember exactly what I'm gonna tell you, okay? The truth.
Please do, please do.
Okay, I went into the bedroom. I didn't spank him. I didn't whip him, beat him, or anything like that. I told him that, to get back in the bed.
You're not gonna offend me with words. I need to hear the exact words.
Okay,
I need to hear exactly what you said.
I know, I didn't.
Just replay it right now as if you're acting it all out.
I told him to get his butt back in the bed.
What else did you say?
And I said, don't worry about the pee. I told Alex not to worry about your pee.
What else did you do?
I walked out of the room after they jumped back in the bed.
And then what?
I went back to bed.
Tell me exactly what happened.
I'm telling you what happened.
Okay.
That's what I'm telling you, okay, is the truth. Okay? I know you're looking at me,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And I understand that you're trying to find somebody.
That's fine.
I'm trying to get the answers of what happened to him.
I'm here for truth. And if someone else did something to him, I'd be here talking to him just like you, because I would know that. But Joe, I'm not. Okay? I'm here talking to you.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I did not leave the house until 5:30. I did not take him anywhere. I did not do anything like
What
that.
did you, but you, I see again, you're leaving out what you did to Joe.
I did not beat Joe. I did not hurt Joe.
What did you do to Joe?
I may have raised my voice down.
That's not how he ended up here. That's not how he ended up in this situation, by you raising your voice.
I did not beat
I
Joe.
need to know exactly what happened to Joe.
I did not beat Joe.
Was it an accident?
No,
Joe,
no,
was it an accident?
I did not beat
So
him.
you intentionally did it?
No.
It wasn't an accident?
I did not beat him. I
Joe,
did not touch him.
Joe, if you didn't accidentally do it, then it was intentional.
I did not whip him.
Did you set, I mean, look, did you set out that day to do this to Joe?
No,
I don't think you did. I agree. What did you do to Joe?
I didn't do anything to Joe. I did not scream at him.
You did. You just told
I
me
mean,
earlier you raised your voice.
I raised my voice, but I
So-
didn't scream at him.
So what else?
I did
I
not.
don't know what happened.
I didn't beat him. I didn't hit him. I didn't slap him. I didn't spank him.
Where was Crystal?
She was in the bed.
Joe? We're not going anywhere. The two of us, me and Ronnie, okay? We're not going anywhere. We're not going to just stop. We're gonna keep pushing for the answers. We're gonna keep going for them, and that's what we do.
Right.
We don't stop. We don't give up. Can't just. I don't believe it. And the reason for that is it's not just because I'm saying, hey, I don't think Joe's being honest. There's some certainty to what I'm saying. And it's almost like it's a snowball that starts going down the hill. And that snowball starts real small, right?
Yeah.
That snowball small, and it's rolling slow. And the more it goes down that hill, it starts picking up snow, and it starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And when the snowball's small, you can pick it up and stop it and step on it, smush it, do whatever you want to stop it. But once that snowball starts getting big and it gets out of control, you can't stop it. That's where we are. Okay? this has gotten out of your control. And it has gotten to the point where it feels like you can't stop it. But I'm here to tell you right now that I can just make the snowball go away completely, and we can start over from scratch
Okay.
with 100% truth.
Right.
And that's what we're trying to do. But if you keep telling me dishonest things that are not true, and you continue to jump over parts and pieces.
Okay. I went to bed at 10:30, 10 o'clock, because I knew it was 10 o'clock. Got out of bed at 11:32, because we were clocked at 11:32. I went in, Alex had come into the room screaming, Joe, it's peed on the floor. So I got up, I said, okay. I went in there to the bedroom. He was standing, there was pee on the floor. He had peed on the floor.
All this stuff that you're thinking of right now, that's what I need you to tell me.
Right, that's what I'm trying to, okay? I'm trying to remember what I said. I told,
And that's, let me just, because I have concern with that. When you're honest, you don't have to try to be honest. You just are.
right,
Just-
and
Just let it freely.
at 11:30, okay. At 10 o'clock I went to bed. I got woke up by Alex at 11:30, 11:32, something like that. I got in the bed because he said Joe had peed on the floor. I went into the bedroom and I saw that there was pee on the floor, the bathroom light was on. And I told him, Alex, don't worry about it, and then both of you get back in bed.
That's not exactly what you said.
Joe, you keep trying to change this over and over again, and each time you tell a little bit different. When you tell the truth, you don't have to remember what you said before. Joe, we don't doubt that you love little Joe. You still love him.
I love the boy, I just want him found.
Well, you gotta help us, okay? We want him found too. You've got to help us. You know what happened. Okay?
I wish I did.
No.
Well, no,
Okay, I would.
we're going backwards, Joe.
We're not gullible, okay? We're not just gonna believe that.
I know.
And don't disrespect us by saying these things over and over.
You got woke up and you were pissed.
Let's talk about the truth.
Yes, I was a little upset.
Be
I was upset, but
honest.
I was upset, but I wasn't, want to whip him or anything like that. I did not touch Joe.
Look, there's been times I've done it, I wanted to beat my kids' ass. Hands down, I'll tell you. Hands down. So you tell me that you got up in the middle of the night because one of your kids peed on the floor, who's really, Joe's not yours, is he?
He is.
He is? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so the other was a stepson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alex is.
Okay, Alex,
Yeah.
forgive me. But when you get up in the middle of the night and the kids pee on the floor, and I get it, Joe, little Joe, he has problems. And I know he's gotta be hard to raise. I understand that. But you get up in the middle of the night and little Joe, who, he has problems, he's hard, he's difficult and trying. You get up in the middle of the night, he's peeing on that floor. And so for you to tell me, I was a little upset. Ain't no father in this world gonna believe that, okay? Not a single father that's ever been in a situation, anything remotely close by that.
I was
Let's
upset.
be honest, and let's use the words you would normally use.
I was upset.
I mean, I'd probably say I'm pissed.
Yeah.
So, but you say whatever words you would normally use, but let's accurately describe it, because we're not doing that. And to not accurately describe it, I have to look at that as omission too, just like everything else. So, and I know you're worried, I know you are. But what I need is just focus on the truth, because when I say, and it's overused and overplayed so much that it loses a lot of value. But when I say that the truth will set you free, I cannot tell you how much that is true and how much I mean that.
Okay. Alright. I was upset when I got woke up. I was upset. I went in there and I didn't touch Baby Joe. I didn't touch Alex. I didn't spank Alex or spank Baby Joe or either one of them. I told them both to get back in the bed and go back to sleep. That was all that I did.
I need more details than that, Joe.
And I told Alex not to worry about the pee in the floor.
Look, the level of detail I'm needing.
Just the whole details.
And so if you said, get your butts back in the bed, I need you to tell me. You said, I told them, get your asses back. If you say get your asses back in the bed, then tell me.
Okay.
And that's just not the only thing I'm
So I'm
talking about.
trying, I'm trying not to cuss or anything like that, but.
You're not gonna offend us, we've heard everything in the
Buddy,
world.
I can tell you, I probably say the same, if not more than you.
Okay.
All right?
Okay, and I told her, I said, get your ass back in the bed. And I told Alex, don't worry about the pee. And then I left the room. I left the room, I didn't touch Joe. I didn't purposely unlock the door. I didn't move the coffee table.
Don't tell me the things you didn't do. I want you to tell me the things you did.
I did not spank Joe. I didn't touch Joe. I told him to get back in the bed.
I'm not asking about the things you didn't do.
Right.
I'm asking about the things you did.
Right. Okay.
So
I told them to get their asses back in the bed. I told Alex, don't worry about the pee. Then I went back to the bedroom and I went back to sleep. And I got woke up again. I felt someone come back in the bedroom about 2:30. Someone came back in the bedroom at 2:30, and I heard a flop on the bed, and it was my wife. And I went back to sleep. I did not leave the house. I got back up at 5:30, and that's when basically I got up at 5:30, but I put this news button a few times to kind of listen to the music a little bit.
see.
Okay.
Let me just stop you.
Okay. See my hand?
Mm-hmm.
That's how nervous I am. I'm a nervous person.
So, again, I'm not worried about you being nervous. I'm not worried about things you didn't do.
You think I did something to Joe?
I think you're not telling me the truth.
I didn't do anything to Joe.
I think you're not telling me the truth. In fact, I know you're not telling me the truth. know, I sit across from a lot of people, a lot of really bad people. I sit across from people who have killed, and let's talk about children. I sit across and talk to people who have killed a lot of children. And they are sick people.
Right. I understand that, you know.
There's a big difference from what I see between them and you. But that's just from what I see. I don't know. Maybe you are one of those people.
No.
Maybe you're one of them. And you just haven't gotten to that level yet. I don't know. I don't know you. But I need you to decide, are you one of those people? Are you the type of guy that gets put into a situation that gets out of hand, out of control? You have a lapse of judgment, right? And you do things you regret. Or you're that other guy that likes to hurt children. Like that. Which is it? Is it the first one, someone who wants to hurt children?
No.
Or is it the guy who gets into a situation that's out of his hands, out of control,
Make a mistake.
makes a mistake?
I do make mistakes when, you know, lose judgment. I'll be honest about that.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm not,
But making mistakes, man, I mean, gosh.
We're talking about tonight, little Joe.
right.
Little Joe, I mean, mistakes are mistakes.
And I don't remember,
If it was a mistake, it was a mistake, but if it was something where you've been thinking about doing this for weeks,
no,
I need you to tell me that too.
I never planned this. I didn't want this to happen. I feared that he would escape somehow. And I've always had that legitimate fear.
Yeah. And, you know, that word there is, I mean, you don't talk about your own son escaping. That's not the word you use if you're talking everyday normal life.
I know,
Stuff that's happened, okay?
He,
Little Joe deserves, he's somewhere alone. Think about that. And you know where he's at. You can help us bring little Joe home. Joe, be a man. You're better than this, okay?
Little Joe deserves more.
I know that.
He deserves to properly be laid to rest.
What?
Doesn't he?
They found him?
No. I need you to tell me where he is. I need you to help me find him.
I don't know where he's at. I'm telling you.
Joe, you keep saying it 1,000 times and it's still not the truth.
I don't know where he's at. I don't know where he's at.
You do know where he's at.
No, I don't. I don't know where he's at.
You do know where he's at. This is the last place you took him.
Tell us about the logging road.
The logging road.
Tell us. Little Joe was the last place that you took him.
I went to the logging road like a couple weeks ago, but I didn't take him with me.
Well, I'm not talking about, I'm just saying in general, and I may have, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's, you had said something about the logging road's the place where you go when you need to think or something, right?
Yeah, I don't. I didn't get in my car that night, take off somewhere. I didn't unlock the door to let him out.
Again, I'm not interested in the things you don't do.
I'm telling you the truth.
I didn't go in a spaceship to Mars, but I'm not telling people I didn't do it.
What I did do was I got up at 11:32. Alice woke me up.
You were pissed.
Yeah, I was pissed. I went back into their bedroom where the bed they were sleeping in. And I told the rest to get back in the bed. I told Alex not to worry about the pee in the floor.
Who cleaned up the pee in the floor?
I did not clean up the pee in the
I
floor.
said, who?
I don't think anybody did.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know I didn't clean up the pee on the floor.
We're talking to Crystal too. Talk to the other kids. And we've done a lot of other stuff that you don't even know about. There's a lot of stuff happening right now that you don't know about. So every time you say, I don't know, or I didn't do this, I didn't do that, I'm telling you the truth, when you're not, and we know those things are not true, you're digging yourself, I mean, the hole just keeps deeper and deeper and deeper.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
reach from the ladder that I'm giving you. I'm trying to give you a ladder to help you climb out of it. You may not think you can. You may think it's too deep, and oh my gosh, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't tell them. I can't tell them the truth. I can't get out of this hole. But trust me,
not going to dig myself any further.
there's not a hole. I have seen people, I mean, things much worse than this, okay? And those people take that chance, and they take that opportunity to tell the truth. And they begin to heal, they begin to move forward with it. They're able to do that. And I know they look back on that day and that they're glad that they did it. The only regrets are the opportunities you don't take. This is an opportunity. I want you, because I see the good person in you. I see that you're that caring father. I see that. I see that you're that loving husband. Help me let others see that. And the only way to do that is to finally just come truthful with it and tell me everything.
Okay, I will. Starting with what I'm going to tell you right now. Okay? That night that I got up, I was pissed. I got up out of the bed, followed Alex into the bedroom. I saw Baby Joe. He was laughing. He had peed on the floor. I was not happy about that. I didn't spank him. I looked at him, and then I looked at Alex, and I looked back, and I said, both your asses get back in the bed now. I left the bedroom. I went back to bed. At 2:30, I woke up again. I felt someone, my wife, get back on the bed. During that time lapse, I didn't feel her out of the bed at 1 o'clock or any time during the night, except for the time that she got back in the bed. I didn't feel her get back in the bed. What I did do then, I went back to sleep. I didn't hear the door slam through the night. I didn't hear the door open, which you can't really hear a door open. I didn't hear the lock hit the in the toy box. I didn't hear the lock hit that. I didn't hear that either. When I woke up at 5:30, I hit the snooze button twice. I got out of bed. I went and got the clothes, Alex and Joe's. I noticed the coffee table had been moved. Then I put the clothes on the coffee table. I didn't look at the door. I went into the room and I saw that Joe was missing. I freaked out. I went and looked through the house first. I got Crystal up to come outside with me to try to find baby Joe. We went through the neighborhood, the front, let's say I was in my house, right, and the neighbors across the diagonal from us, and across from us, I went to the neighbor's yard to look around their yard, because that's where he was last time. He went outside and left the house without us knowing. And the neighbor brought it back over. I checked part of the neighbor's yard across the street, and he wasn't there. Took my car. I drove around the area a little bit. Went down the road. Then I came back, picked up Alex, looked again, called my dad, then called the police and reported that he was missing.
So, again, you haven't told me the full truth, Joe.
I have. That's what I just told you.
But Joe, those are the best. You have it. You haven't. And, you know, I see glimpses of it. I see you start to, and I can see it in you that you're wanting to, and you may even start to think to say it, and then something stops you. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But you're not. You're not telling me the truth. You're telling me what you think I want to hear, what you think you've already said, what you think I know, what you think I can prove. I know a lot. I know a lot more than you're telling me.
What do you know? No.
Again, I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you what I know because it doesn't matter what I know. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to tell you what I know so that you can just go and say, okay, well, I'll tell him that. I need the truth from you.
I told you.
Joe, somebody in your house did something to little Joe that night, and they took him out and put him somewhere. He didn't leave the house on his own. He didn't unlock that door. He didn't climb up on that coffee table, and he didn't go over and find the key, and you talked about how hard it was to unlock that lock. All this didn't happen. Okay? You, Alex, Crystal, somebody did something to little Joe and took him out of that house. And you know where he's at now, okay?
I don't know where he's
Yes, you do.
You, Alex, or Crystal did something to little Joe. Tell us what that is. Tell us what happened to baby Joe.
If you didn't do it, you know who did.
Tell us what happened to baby Joe. You, Alex, or Crystal did something to him.
I didn't do anything to him. I'm telling you the truth.
You, Alex, and Crystal did something to him. And you know. You know what it is, and you know where he is.
I don't know where he is. I'm telling you the truth. I have no idea where he is, where he's at, or anything.
You know what happened to him.
I'm telling you the truth.
You know what happened to him, Joe. You can keep saying, I'm telling you the truth. It doesn't make it the truth. It doesn't.
What am I supposed to tell you?
The truth.
The truth.
Be
That's what I'm
actually
telling you, the
You
truth.
know, I don't want you to say the words, the truth. I don't want you to say, I'm telling you the truth. I want you to tell me exactly what happened.
That's what I'm telling you,
But
okay?
You're still admitting stuff.
I'm trying to figure out, throughout the night what I did, what I've heard.
Did you wake
what I said.
Crystal up and tell him that Alex woke me up and little Joe's pissed in the floor and I'm pissed? You didn't wake her up and
No.
tell her that?
No,
Why not?
I just don't. When I get up, I just deal with it. I don't.
So
wake
it
anybody else up.
was you that did something to Baby Joe.
No, I didn't do anything to Baby Joe.
When Crystal was sleeping, I hate to think Alex did it. I mean, maybe he did.
I didn't.
But you know,
I didn't do anything.
you know what happened to Baby Joe. And you know where he is, and you know how he got there. And that's what I need you to tell me. I can't do it for you. I can't put the words in your mouth.
I can't say anything else at this point. I really can't.
But you can.
I'm telling you what I remember. I'm
But
telling you
what
what
you're not.
I'm telling you everything that I remember. What happened? Every single thing.
You're telling me what you remember because you're worried about getting in trouble.
I didn't do anything to Baby Joe. Okay, that's what I'm telling you.
You're worried about getting in trouble, and I understand that. I
I know.
understand that. What I want you, I wish you would believe me when I told you that no matter what you tell me right now, you tell me the truth, and you will walk out that door. You're walking out of here. Okay? I promise you. I can promise you that. No matter what you say to me right now, you're walking out that door.
I was upset at Baby Joe for peeing in the floor. I was pissed. I told both of them. I told Alex not to worry about the pee in the floor. And not to worry about Baby Joe peeing in the floor. And I told both of them to get their asses back in the bed. And I left the room.
Little Joe was standing there laughing about peeing in the floor. And that would just throw fuel on the fire of already being pissed off and him sitting there laughing at you for having to get up.
But I didn't hurt him. I love my boy so much that I wouldn't do anything.
But evidently you don't, because you know where he's at and you're not having to find him.
I don't know where he's at.
Yes, you do,
I
Joe.
wouldn't have searched for him to find
People
out where
do it
he's
all the
at.
time, Joe. People do it. I mean, like Agent Boyle said, I thought from the beginning, Joe, that you were the person that just made a mistake, but I'm beginning to think now that you just really don't care. You don't care what happened to Joe, little Joe.
I do care what
Because
happens.
if you
You're just
did
worried
care,
about yourself.
if you did care, you tell us. That's what happened.
How to help us find him. You can tell us right now, we'll go get him. But the longer you sit here not helping us, that just goes to show that you don't care.
I care about him. But I'm telling you everything I remember and know.
But you're not. You're not.
What are you going to do?
I want you to tell me the truth.
I am.
But you're not.
I am.
You're leaving a lot out. You're leaving the stuff out that you, for whatever reason, you think you're gonna get in trouble if you tell us, and we may think less of you, we're gonna judge you. We're not, okay? I would actually think more highly of you if you agreed to tell me the truth.
Okay.
I have sat, I've ended up shaking hands because that's a big deal to me. It's one thing to meet somebody, it's another to say, I respect you. I want to respect you. But I need the truth.
I'm trying to remember what.
The whole truth, nothing omitted.
I know. I'm trying to remember what happened after I went into that bedroom. I told Alex not to worry about the pee on the floor. And I told them to get their asses back in bed. I saw Alex get to bed. I did not see Mary Jo get back in bed.
Yeah.
And that's different.
I'm trying to remember everything I can think of to help you guys.
Where was little Joe standing if you didn't get back in the bed?
He was standing outside the bathroom door.
So here's the problem I have now is that you're sitting there trying, and you say you're trying to tell it, and I'm trying to think, I'm trying to tell you the truth, I'm trying to
I
remember.
was also half asleep.
I'm reading you right now, Joe. Okay, I've been reading you since the first second I met you. What you're doing is you're thinking about what to tell me. You're creating it in your head. You're not recalling it, you're creating it. Okay? And you're leaving stuff out, and you're trying to tell me, you're trying to find things that will make sense and that will connect. But I'm here to, and I certain will tell you that none of this is connecting with the facts that I know, with the truths that I know.
I'm giving you
And
facts.
facts that you're not telling me.
I'm telling you everything that I know. That's the facts. I want to tell you.
That doesn't make me think less of you. You
I
know
know that. I know
you're
that.
protecting.
I'm not protecting myself. I'm telling you the truth. Okay, 100% the truth. Whatever happened to Baby Joe, I'd like to know because I cannot figure out what happened, why he did what he did, or anything.
What about why you did what you did? I'm not worried about what it is that Joe did. Baby Joe didn't do anything. His name's Baby Joe for a reason. He was 5. He was 5. He didn't do anything. You did. And that's what I need you to tell me.
What did I do?
What you did. Tell me what you did.
I went into the bedroom.
Is it gonna be the same thing that you've been saying, that you leave and everything else out?
Okay.
Because I'll be honest with you, I don't wanna hear the stuff that you've been saying that where you're leaving everything out. Because that's not the truth. I'm not interested in non-truth. I'm only interested in truth. I'm only interested in the entire truth, the 100%, not the 99.9, not the truths that you think I know, and leaving out the stuff that, oh, how could he know that? Can't know that. I can tell you I do. Those are the truths that I need. I need the whole truth. I can't play with impartials, with half-truths, with omissions. I need everything. I need to know what you did to baby Joe. I need to know what you did and where you put him.
I'm gonna ask you a question, okay? Now, this is just point of emphasis, right? There was a witness that said that they saw baby Joe was walking down the road in the middle of the night. Now, there was someone that actually did say that. So if that was the case, then
What happened?
I'm telling you, I did not let Baby Joe out of the house.
So you mentioned an outside fact, an outside truth, an outside something. You know, you
Right.
mentioned the witness. That is just one tiny little piece that we end up putting on the table, and we throw it all together. Then we start finding more pieces, and we start finding more and more and more, and it starts looking like a picture. And you're worried about one little piece. Well, I can promise you that that little piece fits with everything else. And I know what that little piece is. Well, I know what the witness said. I can prove different things about the witness. I can prove a lot of stuff.
Right.
I know certain things with certainty. And so I'm not going to answer and give you information. It's not how this works.
Okay.
The only thing I want you to give me is the truth,
Okay.
the whole truth,
Okay.
100%, not 99.9.
What I'm trying to do is tell you the truth, and I'm trying to dig it out of my head on exactly what happened.
I'm trying to get you to tell me the
And
truth.
you're trying.
You're not trying to tell me the truth.
No,
you're actually trying not to tell me the truth. That's actually what you're doing. If we want to call it for what it is, you were trying very hard not to tell me the whole truth, and you're taking really every step you can not to tell me the truth. And you know, I'm still willing to kind of give you that benefit of the doubt and give you that second chance, that third chance, that fourth chance, that fifth chance. I mean, I'll give you a million chances because
that's what you're doing, right?
I gotta have the truth. I gotta have the truth. Okay? I need you to tell me what happened, why it happened, and I need you to tell me where Joe is. But the first step of that, why don't you just tell me where Joe is?
I don't know. That's the truth. I do not know.
So what do we need to go into the first thing you tell me needs to be what happened? Because you haven't done that yet.
I told you what happened.
But you haven't. You haven't.
Why don't you believe me?
Because I know certain facts that you're not telling me.
Do you really think that little Joe left that house on his own?
Yes.
Honestly.
Yes.
You think he unlocked that freaking lock?
I know
Himself.
I know he's watched me unlock the lock. Joe. And he's tried to unlock the lock in the past. That boy is not as weak as people think. That boy he's a strong boy. He's a really strong boy. Okay? He's a really strong boy. I don't remember unlocking the door. I don't remember.
But let me tell you, he wasn't strong enough to prevent what happened to him. He wasn't strong enough to stop what you did.